Morning everyone. We are back to having a sunny morning. It rained quite heavily overnight, but touch wood. Nah, I can't see crap. We have a nice sunny day. It is wifey's birthday. Happy birthday, wifey. We are on our way in. Obviously I need to get some kind of breakfast. Might do a sausage and egg muffin today. Been a while since I've had a McDonald's. We have a few more subscribers. Well done everyone, thank you very much. If you are that new 5, good for you, good work. Appreciate it. I think today we've got a Mercedes which is having a DABU like the Densing unit we did the other weekend. I think I've got one of those in today if I'm not correct. And then I'm kind of chilling. May get some bits and bobs done on the Lotus engine, do some more with that, have a tidy up and go from there. But it is a lovely, lovely sunny Wednesday. Go on up after you. We have a Castor Coombe coming up. Don't think it's not this weekend, might be next weekend. We have JDM Coombe coming up on the 9th, I think it is. So that'll be quite cool. Little Japanese date. So we will vlog then as well. This weekend, I'm not sure what's going on. Depends on the weather really. If we get a break, might take the cars out, go for a rip. But other than that, it's Wednesday, my dudes. Have a good Wednesday. I will see you in a bit once I've had my brekkie and got to the shop.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Morning everyone. Oh, this is a fantastic sunny day, very bright. We've got a Mercedes A220 in, another one. Same thing, so we've got dash cam to hardwire because at the minute it's running here and obviously we don't like that, so we're going to hide this out of the way. And he's bought the proper dash cam kit as well, well done to him. And we're doing a DAB radio in this, so not DAB radio but you know, like a DAB interface. Right then, Mercedes is done. Hey. We have a hardwired camera. The old lead is out. We've got our DAB working. That one. Downloading stations. So we go on to stations, and we go down to BBC Radio 1. That will change to BBC Radio 1. There we go. Digital radio.
It just pings them into the loft.
Happy days. Right, this one's finished. We'll get this one out, give the customer a call. Come back to you in a bit. very wet Thursday, as you can probably hear from the rain. 7:01, just on my way in to get some breakfast. Temperature's dropped, it's quite fresh, around about sort of 15 degrees. But we've got pretty much like 2 days, I think, or 3 days of gales and wet weather. And tomorrow is going to be quite funny because the rain apparently is going to be pretty awesome. Didn't do a video yesterday. I was around the shop, like we had a job first thing where I had to do a Mercedes for a dab, another A220, which we did faultlessly. Everything worked fine. Had to hardwire the guy's dash cam, and then in the afternoon I kind of started doing bits with the Lotus engine. In between, batteries cutting out, GoPro just stopped working, people coming through the door. I sort of tried doing a bit of video in and stuff like that, but it was so bitty. It was, you know, odds and sods, and it just got a bit like, ugh. So I didn't upload yesterday, so you'll probably get like a two-parter today. We've got a big camper in today that's having a reverse camera. We're doing a Pioneer flip up because it's a single din hold. So it's going to be quite a difficult one because obviously it's a long vehicle, as in like a proper, almost like a Winnebago kind of thing. So we've got a commercial grade camera to go on the back. That'll get hopefully run down, out the floor, underneath, all the way to the front, back up through the floor, into the cab, and then onto the Pioneer. We'll probably put that, we'll see what the guy says, but we'll probably put that on a switch, just because on a big car like that, and the places that we're going to get the camera, it'll act like a really good rear view mirror. So if he's carrying anything in between, or, you know, towing or bikes on the back or anything like that, or just wants to have a look at what's behind him, it's nice to be able to just kind of flick a switch, have a quick look at the screen and see what the world is doing back there. So we'll probably talk to him and put that on a switch, make it easier. But other than that, that's today's job. I'm fathoming that this is going to take a little while to do because running cables under a vehicle always does. And if not, we get some more time this afternoon, we will be back on with the Lotus engine, so we'll try and do some more into that. But other than that, happy Thursday, my dudes. I will see you in a bit.
Credit card could be your first step. Simply go online to check if you're eligible, and you could join.
Morning, everyone. So here it is, big old bus. It's an older version. He's having some work done to it. He's got a few water leaks and things like that he's got to sort out, but in the end it will all get sorted. So what we've basically got is a rather tasty camera there that's seen better days, and obviously it goes into the body there. I don't quite know where that goes, we'll have a look. And we've got to do a single din Pioneer in the dash. But it's going to be an interesting one, this. Let's get the keys. Let's have a little look in the back. Actually, I'll grab a torch, otherwise you're going to struggle to see. Let's get that on board. So we've got a bit of light on the situation. Ooh. There we go. Click? No, okay. Right, so inboard, we've got conduit. Oh, that's a good sign. Maybe. So you can see the camera feed here. So that's our camera. Yeah. that's our camera feed there. So okay, we've got a feed in, and that comes through here, and that goes into, oh okay, it's got parking sensors inbuilt, and then that goes over there, down there. Then it comes, where does that go? It goes to there. Okay, not too keen on that chocolate lock wiring, that's a bit tasty. And that goes out to the floor. So the question is, then where does that go? We haven't got anything down there, but we have got cables there that come off the battery. That's TV plug. Okay. And then in the front we've got a mount there for the screen but no cable. Okay, so there's our radio. Obviously we're replacing that radio with a flip up screen. Yeah, this one needs some TLC badly. Okay, so we've got hole in, hole down into the floor. Then I think the best thing for us is under the chassis. So we'll come out the back there, we'll go under the chassis, under the step. Now we'll either enter up here and come in, or we'll go round to the front and come backwards, and then that will get us into the cab where we can get to our radio. But it's going to be a drippy wet day of me under this thing, so I will see you in a bit. Right then everyone, one injury, I've cut myself, but we have done the leak to the front. They used the wrong cage for the radio, and obviously the tags that hold the radio in snapped out, so I had to pretty much remove the thing by force. It was the only way of getting it out because it was locked. But hey look, we're back to the good old days of sellotape, chocolate locks, butt connectors and spiders. And I don't know what's going on with these two, but yes, it's very nice. It's lovely in here. So I'm going to go through this wiring. Some of it is obviously connected, some of it is, let's just get the light, some of it is taped together. So we're going to cut some of this out, get rid of some of this, make it a bit more simpler and neater. Not entirely sure what that's for or what that does, but whatever. Obviously we've got our radio going in here. Looks like somebody's already had a go at cutting up the fascia, so I'm hoping it's a single DIN still. We have our camera cable here, which we're going to put onto switch and everything else, and then get our Pioneer in that hole. So I'll come back to you in a bit. Wish me luck. I'm not entirely sure what this button's for either. Maybe a bit of a bit of an overdrive, maybe, I don't know. God, love these old things. Right, see you in a bit. Just before lunchtime, give you a little update. So we are cracking on. I've got the lower half of the dash out. I'm just starting my loom up of my cables, which are going to go to the Pioneer. We've got our ISO, which is going to be soldered onto this loom here, and it gives me obviously output for a camera, which is that one there, and then that in turn is going to give us our switch for the reverse camera on and off. So we've got our Pioneer hideaway box. I've got to figure out what this alarm thing's going to, because technically it's not wired up. There's loads of cut wires here, so we'll have a look at that. I've got to obviously run through. This is going to be connected to the bottom of our ISO, so I'm going to put an ISO block on it so it's nice and safe, and then we've got to fit our switch in the dash, mount our radio, do a test, job done. So we're cracking on. I'm going to stop for lunch in a minute and have something to eat, but hopefully by the time we come back this afternoon, this will be all buttoned up in there, cable tidied up out the way, and we'll have a Pioneer that's flipping up the top there. We've got our USB in there, DAB aerial's done, microphone's done, and I'll come back to you after lunch because I am Hank Marvin at the minute. See you in a bit. Right then everyone, so rear camera, check. All through the vehicle underneath, lots of cable ties later, check. Wiring in the dash, so we've neatened up all of this, we've got rid of all of the crap that we don't need, that's all gone. So we've got our speaker connection there, which is going to go onto that one there, and then all of this cable tied up along the dash, along the factory loom. We've redid all of the loom for the head unit again, so all of this is fresh, and we've got our switch in there for the reverse camera. So there's our stereo, turn the switch on, there's our behind the vehicle, back to normal, and obviously when I kill the ignition this will fold and go away. So I've just got to get this back on, so we've got to put this panel back up, take it outside, line it up. We're going to do some guidelines on the camera so they know which way they're going, tighten up that bolt there because I don't know why that one's loose, because I've not touched that, and this one's finished. Been a bit of a sweaty one this, but we're getting there. We are getting there. Right, come back to the end of it. I've got to clean up this mess, but we'll do that in a minute. So camera's up there, all done. And then down here at the front, the business end. So we've got a radio just there. I still haven't figured out what that is, but whatever. Camera switch, obviously our Pioneer, which is a mechanical flip out, so we start him up. There's our radio. And then if we want camera, here's our reverse. Sweet. Sick, bruv. Right then everyone. Oh, so he's super happy. Put back in for loads more work. That's awesome. Really impressed with the bits and bobs I've done, the little switch, the fact that you can use it as a rearview mirror, the way that the radio works, all of that. He's super blown away by it. A little bit of thought, a little bit of attention. And yeah, he's put back in for LED conversion, LED DRLs, daytime running lights. We've got to do a 36-inch slim light bar in the bumper. He wants LED fog lights for when he's in Europe so we can see further, because they've got old lighting technology. So we're basically going to, and the marker lights, he wants LED marker lights put down the side. So yeah, we're going to have it straight back in on the 14th for some more toys. I haven't had a chance to play with the Lotus engine. I've been too busy sorting out that one, and then speaking to customers. My dad come down. He had an MOT around the corner, so we popped in and said hello. Oh, what a busy day. It's good. It's good to be busy, and it's good to have some other bits and bobs going. Obviously stock is a bit of a worry, and it's occupied a lot of my mind, because I'm kind of thinking, you know, you work so hard to get to this point that watching it all go down the pan because you can't get all the parts, it's a little bit worrying, a bit frustrating. So I'm glad, and it's kind of given me a spur into getting other stuff, other ways, other means of getting money, doing things like these LED kits and stuff. So yeah, so I'm happy, I'm chuffed. One good job, customer's good, and then we book back in for more work because he's so impressed, which we can only ask. That's all we can ask, really. That's good. I've been replying to a lot of emails, keeping in touch with customers as much as I can. Running around like a blue ass, you know. We've had a few more subscribers. A few people have pressed that button. I think another 5 or 6. So thank you, everyone. If that was you. It's difficult because the way that YouTube works, it only allows me to see your information if you allow other people to see your information. Does that make sense? So every now and again I do check on it to see who's subscribing and names and things like that, because, you know, it's interesting, isn't it? I want to show interest in you, you show interest in me, you support me, so vice versa. So it's difficult. Some people have their profile and their information hidden, some don't, some I can see, so but not all the time. But thank you if you were part of the new group who added as a subscriber. Good for you, well done. Like I say, it's a crazy journey. We keep getting a few dislikes on the videos, which I'd rather likes than dislikes, but I guess some stuff is not your bag. That's fine, it is what it is. But Thursday's done. I will reconvene on tomorrow, Friday. I haven't looked at the diary yet. We'll discuss that in the morning on our little trip in. But the weather's supposed to be biblical tonight and tomorrow, so we may be coming in a canoe, you never know. Until then, guys, thanks for watching as always. Take care, see you soon, bye.
You told me you had subscribed to ASC Audio and now you've missed an episode.